Hello and welcome to another episode of Farming Simulator 22 on the old stream farm. Yep, we are back on the old school series today, guys, and we have got a lot of contracts to do. We need to earn a little bit of money, and we are going to smash out. I'm hoping to smash out field 38 and 43. Now, these are both hay contracts. We don't technically quite have. No, yeah, we do have a tedder. We do have a tedder. I didn't think we owned a tedder. Yeah, I was about to go and buy a tedder, but it turned out we don't need to. But yeah, we need to go and get these couple of contracts. So we need a little bit of money in the bank. I wouldn't mind a little bit of hay while I'm at it as well for storage. Just going to check there. Yeah, got plenty of grass in there. They've got a little bit of feed in there. They've got a little bit. Yeah, so we need hay for the cow. I want to try and feed the cows the medium. We don't want to be going down the TMR route just yet, and they'll take grass or hay. Yeah, so ideally we need hay for everything. It's going to work out easier if we do it that way. Right, that was for the silage. I was trying to say what was that for then. But yeah, so now there are 3 contracts, and one of them's close to the farm. The other 2 are relatively close to the sell point for the hay. So we're going to go and do the 2 to begin with near the sell point. Now, I don't think we're going to get it all done in this episode. It is a relatively big fields, a relatively big contracts, and obviously it's going to take quite a while to drive to the pair of them to get them done. So what I'm thinking is we'll try and do this in stages of, we'll go there, we'll get these 2 near the animal dealer cut, do them both, then we'll come back, we'll leave the mowers on the farm, we'll take the windrow with us, the ted with us, we'll then go and ted them both, then we'll both, you know what I mean? So we'll do it in stages like that. And then the silage contract one is relatively close to the farm considering. Let me just show you on the map so you know where we're talking. So we've got 38 over here, and we've got 43 up here in the middle. So there, that's them ones. That's a sowing contract. That's a fertilizer. No, that's a sowing contract. That's a fertilizing contract. And field 17 up there is the silage contract, which is still quite away from the farm, but it's also far from the animal dealer as well. But we need to try and get as many done as we possibly can today, because as much of this done as we can. We only get on Old Stream Farm a couple of days a week, and we are looking at possibly bringing a new series to the schedule. I'm looking at the moment. I'm kind of setting it up at the moment to see how I like it. And I'm looking at Colonia map. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but that's been my problem on most of the foreign maps, as I say. It's getting the pronunciation of it right, but I believe it's called Colonia. And yeah, I'm kind of going to go down we're not going to have like this massive storyline where we're going to do this. We're basically just going to play the game for what it is. But we are going to start with some relatively oldish machinery. We're going to start with a tractor that's got Cyrillic writing on it. We're going to start with a trailer with Cyrillic writing. You know, we do start with a little cow farm. I think it holds like 30 cows. We won't have the cows though. You know, I think we'll find some way to own it. Yeah, kind of just let you know what we're going to do there while I'm driving to this field. I could, while I'm at it, I could go and cut 17 while I've got the mowers on. I might actually go and cut all 3. I know it means we're going to be doing bits and bats of 3 different jobs at once, but I think that's going to be the better way to do it. If we cut all 3, and then we're going, well, I've got to ted 2 of them. Then we've got to windrow all 3. Something like that. This is the field here. Aha. Lovely. Right, we want to try and get as close to the edge as we can. There we go, something like that. But yeah, There we go. Now, like I say, these are relatively big fields considering. Daytime will come soon enough. I didn't want to do too much. I didn't want to take it too much into the day. But in October, we don't have very long working days, and I don't think we're going to get this done. Remember, also, we need to get our grass field done as well. That's just completely, yeah. It was raining in the last episode, if you remember. It did nothing but rain in the afternoon, so we still got to make our grass bales. Or whatever we do with it, we need to do something with it as well. So got to remember to do that as well. I haven't, like I say, I haven't forgotten about it. It's just very. It's just been very wet, shall we say. I was trying to think of the word then, but yeah, wet. We'll go with the word wet. It's been very wet over the last episode or two. But yeah, I'm going to turn the radio on in a minute, guys, because I'd like to try and get as much of this done as we can, just to try and keep this series moving along as best we can. So yeah, we'll get the radio turned on. Guys, as you can see, that took a lot longer than I thought. Field 38 is huge. Yeah, I was expecting to get 2 fields cut in that time lapse. I've only just got 1, and I've only got I only had like a minute or so left of like normal time to speed it up, fit it into like my standard time lapses. Yeah, this field is huge, guys. Like, I wasn't expecting that to be quite so annoyingly big. Yeah, I can't get over that one. Right, so yeah, we need to get the other field cut now. That's going to be interesting. Right, there is a little track up there going over there. That goes up there. But yes, that does go to field 43. Fantastic. Yeah, I can't say I've spent very much time up here in this area of the map, so a little bit confusing of where I need to go and be. But yeah, as you can see, that just took absolutely forever. I'm hoping to maybe do one headland on field 43, and I might be able to get a worker going. If I can get a worker going, absolutely fantastic. Yeah, there's 43. Yeah, if I can do that and get a worker going, that would make life a little bit easier for this field. Right, apparently I didn't have the tool down, so if I can quickly do one headland. The reason why I'm thinking, well, if I do one headland and get a worker going on it, like I said, we are allowed workers on this series, but what I'm thinking is I can use the Massey Ferguson to TED. If I can then TED at the same time as getting cut, it would speed up this job. The problem is, if I didn't use cosplay, this is going to take quite a while to do. So, yeah, if I can get a headland done and hopefully get a worker going. Like I said, I really need to bring cosplay into a few of my series because it would speed some of them up, but I don't like it because then what happens is I get carried away doing too much cosplay, if that makes sense. Yeah, if I can get a worker going, either that or I can just go into another time lapse and we can get this done. Like I said, I like workers, but I'm just thinking if the worker doesn't work properly or he has issues, I've then got to stop what I'm doing on the other field to deal with it. That's my issue. You know what the worker system's like? They either work brilliantly or they don't work properly at all. I don't know where the edge of the field is either, guys. I'm kind of just winging this. Again, this is another big... I didn't realise these fields were as big as this, guys. This might... I was hoping to get all 3 fields done today. Well, not done today per se, but I was hoping to get them all cut and at least tedded. This is not going to be cut and tedded at all. This is lucky if all 3 fields are going to be cut. You don't have access to this land. Okie dokie. A little bit too far over then. Hopefully the windrow can pull that back in. It's hard to judge where the edge of this field is. Really hard to judge. As you can see, that's one headland. I am going to put it on a worker just to see how it copes. Because just while I bring the tedder over, I can use the Massey Ferguson to bring the tedder over. So if I put a worker going on this while I bring the Massey Ferguson over, if it doesn't work, then we'll have to go back to cutting the grass, you know what I mean? But I'm hoping we can get a worker going on there. Don't know what that was trying to show me then. But yeah, if I do that and I bring the tedder over, I don't know where the tedder is like. Is the tedder up in that corner? No. There's the tedder, there's the tedder, there's the tedder. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a long drive up to there to get to it, especially in this thing. It's not the quickest. I do believe this will work on the back of the car, but I think that's a little bit unrealistic, if I'm honest, to put it on the back of the car. So we are going to have to take the long drive over to the field. Now I'm going to have to spend some money. I'm going to have to get a front loader for the front of the Ford. Not for using around the farm, but I'm thinking like these bills that I'm going to be doing here, we could do with the front loader. I've got the little skid steer, but that's going to be so slow and take so long to move to the field. It's yeah, I don't think it's going to be the best thing for us. I'm also going to rent, I think I'm going to rent a giant square baler to do this here. I think it works out to be about £800 to do the square baler, to rent one. But we can make bigger square bales than we can round ones, and it should then help us get the contract done a little bit quicker. Hopefully. Everything's got a hopefully at the moment. Right, what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to turn the radio back on. I'm going to jump back into a little time lapse, and I'm going to TED field 38, I believe it was. And then hopefully we can get that TEDed today. Hopefully. It kind of gives us an idea of what we've got left to do in this episode. So yeah, I'll see you once I get that done. Right, there we go. Pretty much all tethered. Just the odd little swap, but that's fine. Just the odd little bit. We'll get this as we take this towards field 43. I did notice during that time lapse that it did come up saying the worker had completed his job. He didn't say he got stuck. The question is now, I suppose, is how much of a mess did the worker create? Hopefully he's at least finished the cutting. I hope he has. If not, we'll just have to finish off a couple of little bits he's missed. Obviously I'd have to do a headland with this tedder again, and blah, blah, blah. He is over here. I do believe he's going to have missed quite a bit actually, just because of the shape of the field. Yeah, I think he's going to have missed a good, yeah, he has. He's missed a good third of the field. That's a shame. That's a real big shame, because I thought overall he was doing all right. This puts us in a bit of a pickle now, because it's kind of coming to the end of this episode and this field has not got finished. I do love how this is covered in grass and this tractor is basically just green. Sorry for that quiet patch, I was just sneezing. Jeez, don't know where that came from, but that was about 10 sneezes all in a row. But yeah, we're gonna have to just quickly finish this off, because in the next episode I'd like to get more done in the next episode, which will be tomorrow. But yeah, what I'm looking at doing, guys, just so everyone's aware, this series kind of comes out on a Monday and a Tuesday. If the Colonia map does come, which I'm kind of looking at the moment, I'm trying to get some good machinery and lined up and farm and blah blah blah. If that does come, that will most likely come on a weekend. I've noticed lately that the Valley Spring series is not... The videos don't perform very well on a weekend. If that continues though, I'm most likely going to not do videos on a weekend anymore. I'll do one on a... I'll record on a Friday for the Monday, and I might have weekends off. It's just something I've noticed lately, and like I said, I don't want to come across as ungrateful, because obviously I appreciate everybody who watches the videos, but it's just every weekend it just gets a little bit worse, and then some weekdays it doesn't recover from it, and at the end of the day I have got 3 kids as well, you know what I mean? Sorry, sneezing again, Jesus Christ. So yeah, I kind of gonna see how it goes, but that's where the Colonia map might come in. You see, it'll just be a casual gameplay. I won't even have precision farming on it. It'll just be plant and harvest whatever time of year, even if it's snowing, for God, you know what I mean? It should be a casual gameplay. I'm trying to find a new gameplay to do. I'd love to do like a roleplay kind of series, but I'm really not good at storytelling, and I get distracted way too easily with just general chit chat. So I'm not going to be any good at doing like a series like that, which is why I kind of just make all mine kind of general. I had a bit of a storyline to Valley Spring, but that's kind of gone now because it was an inherited farm we got from my granddad. We're starting year 3 on that series now. It's our farm, it's growing, it's quite successful. Yeah, I know it's still a very slow paced series, but that's kind of how it was designed to be. If we want to have a fast paced series, we just give ourselves starting equipment and give us all the best. But then for me personally, it gives you nothing to work towards. Yeah, sorry if I'm very sniffly down on the microphone now, guys. For some reason, I've had a little bout of sneezing, and oh my God, my sinuses are just all over the spot. Oh. Yeah, I'm just going to quickly get this little bit of grass cut here, guys, and then I'm probably going to call it, because I'm probably going to be over my 30-minute time. I don't know, actually. A couple of time lapses, it's hard to work out. But as you can see, I didn't plan on cutting this quite so much. I could bring cosplay into this map, but I kind of don't want to as well, because I end up using cosplay way too much. And I know people are like, oh, just don't use it as much. Yeah, but that's easier said than done. If I bring cosplay in, I'll do everything with cosplay, and I won't end up doing anything. this way I kind of definitely do it. I love how green that tractor is. That colour green is well nice. And it's like a matte effect. Yeah, we've only managed to get 2 fields cut today, but we have managed to get 1 tedded as well. So what I will most likely do off recording, I'll most likely move this Ford over to field 17. I need to get field 17 cut in the next video. Now the other field is tedded. It's tedded. We need to get this one tedded, and then we need to bring the windrow. Now we know the Massey Ferguson doesn't work the windrow very well, but I do want to have a look in the discount shop, guys, because you never know, there might be something come up in the discount shop. I always like to try and look on a morning, but the problem was it was like 6 AM in the morning in October, and nothing ever seems to appear before like 9 o'clock. For me anyway, it's just something I've noticed. When you sleep, I find a lot of the time, like 90% of the time, nothing appears until like 9 AM in the discount store. And obviously it's gone 9 AM now, so we can have a little look in that discount store, and hopefully there's something just come in the shop that is going to help us. It could be like another little tractor or something, you know, something that can pull the windrow. That would be fantastic. If there's a cheapo tractor that can pull the windrow, that would be absolutely fantastic. Not even joking, that would probably be the best thing ever to be available at the moment in there. Oh yeah, we can't cut that, can we, because it wasn't part of the field. Right, so we've got this tiny little bit left to do over here, guys. And like I say, I'll have a quick look in the shop, and then I'll run this machinery up to the next bit. I won't ted this field, I won't do anything. I don't want to do too much on this series of recording, so we'll just leave it as whatever it is. If we're going to that, we're going to the... Oh. Yeah, like I say, give me 1 second, guys. Right, now the question is, do I remember to cut that out of the video? Yeah, nah. Nice harvester, nowhere near that kind of money. But yeah, we need something for the TED, for the windrow. And apparently it's only 45 brake horsepower, but the Massey Ferguson proper sucked doing it, didn't it? And that's got 85, so we'd need something about 100 brake horsepower, at least 100 brake horsepower. We've got that on thing. We've got... No, we don't have that. That's only 95. We used the Hurleyman at the beginning of this series. We've used the Fords a lot, so I kind of want to stay away from them for now. 39. I suppose that's not a bad one. That would bring us in an old school style tractor, and I suppose the question is what year was this built? But yeah, we might do a little bit of research on that. But yeah, hopefully, guys, you have enjoyed this episode. I have, that's for sure. Like I say, hopefully you guys have enjoyed it as well. And until the next one, I will see you all later on.